The village that disappeared every new moon, an African folktale. Long, long ago, when animals still whispered secrets to hunters and the moon listened to the songs of men, there existed a beautiful village called Umuoka. Umuoka lay deep among green hills and thick forests in eastern Nigeria. The people of Umuoka were hardworking farmers. Their yam barns were always full, their streams never ran dry, and strangers were welcomed with open arms. People traveled from distant lands to trade in Umuoka. Yet, despite its beauty, Umuoka carried a terrible secret. The elders often said, "No matter how beautiful a river is, never forget that crocodiles may live beneath its waters." Every child born in Umuoka grew up hearing one sacred law. Never leave your house on the night of the new moon. No one questioned this law. No one disobeyed it. For generations, the people obeyed in silence. Then came Chinedu. Chinedu was the son of Okafor, one of the village elders. As a young boy, he had left Umuoka to seek knowledge in the city. Many years later, after his father's death, Chinedu returned home. He had become a learned man. He had read many books. And because he had read many books, Chinedu believed there was nothing left for the village to teach him. On his first evening in Umuoka, Chinedu noticed something strange. As the sun began to set, market women hurried home. Fathers gathered their children indoors. Doors and windows were shut tightly. Curious.
Obinna, why is everyone afraid?
The new moon comes tomorrow. Can the absence of moonlight frighten grown men? The wise man does not mock what he does.
Curious, Chinedu asked his childhood friend, Obinna. Chinedu laughed. Can the absence of moonlight make grown men tremble? Obinna lowered his voice. The wise man does not mock what he does not understand. But Chinedu only smiled. That night, as villagers marked their doors with white chalk and offered prayers, Chinedu made up his mind. He would discover the truth. When midnight approached, Chinedu quietly left his house and climbed a nearby hill overlooking the village. The night was dark. Darker than any night Chinedu had ever known. Not even the stars shone. Then, suddenly, the wind stopped. Everything became silent. So silent that Chinedu could hear his own heartbeat. Boom! A drum sounded from somewhere in the forest. Boom! Another answered. Soon, countless drums echoed through the hills. The earth began to shake. A thick white mist rose from the forest and swept through Umuoka. Chinedu watched in terror. Before his very eyes, the houses began to disappear. The trees vanished. The roads disappeared. Within moments, the entire village had faded into the mist. Only emptiness remained. Chinedu trembled, hundreds of voices crying out in agony. The mist shifted. Figures emerged. Warriors. Thousands of them. Dressed in ancient battle garments. Their bodies were covered in blood. Their eyes glowed white. Each carried flaming torches. At their center walked a tall warrior wearing a crown of bones. He stopped. Slowly, impossibly, he turned toward Chike. Their eyes met. The warrior pointed directly at him. Instantly, every spirit stopped. Silence. Then all of them began climbing the hill. Toward him. Chinedu ran. Branches tore at his skin. Chinedu trembled. Then he heard a voice behind him. Chinedu turned.
You should not have come, my son.
Standing beside him was an old woman. He gasped. It was his grandmother, Mama Ngozi. But Mama Ngozi had died many years earlier. Fear seized Chinedu. Grandmother, how is this possible? The old woman sighed. My son, some secrets refused to die. She then told Chinedu a story that had been hidden for centuries. Long ago, Umuoka and a neighboring kingdom called Obidike were friends. During a great war, the people of Obidike sought refuge in Umuoka. But greed entered the hearts of Umuoka's leaders. The enemy offered them gold and power in exchange for betrayal. Blinded by greed, the leaders revealed the hiding place of their friends. That very night, the warriors of Obidike were slaughtered. As their king lay dying, he lifted his hands to the heavens and cried, "As you have betrayed friendship, so shall peace abandon your people. Every moonless night, your village shall walk among spirits until truth is spoken before all generations." From that day onward, every new moon, Umuaka disappeared into the world of spirits. Ashamed of their wickedness, the elders hid the truth. Years became decades. Decades became centuries. Yet the curse remained. Can the curse be broken? Chinedu asked. His grandmother nodded. Only truth can wash away the stain of betrayal. The old woman slowly disappeared into the mist. At dawn, Umuaka returned. The villagers continued their daily activities as if nothing had happened. But Chinedu could no longer remain silent. He rang the ancient village bell. The people gathered in the square. Before everyone, Chinedu revealed what he had witnessed. At first, the elders denied everything. But an old elder named Pa'i stood up with tears in his eyes. "It is true," he confessed. One by one, the other elders admitted the ancient betrayal. The entire village wept. That same day, the people journeyed to the ruins of Obidike. They offered prayers, sought forgiveness, and performed sacred rites for the dead. When the next new moon arrived, the people waited fearfully. Midnight came. No drums sounded. No mist appeared. The earth did not shake. For the first time in 200 years, Umuaka remained. The curse had been broken. And so, my children, remember this. No matter how deeply truth is buried, one day it will rise. For a lie may travel for years, but truth never loses its way. And that is why the elders say, "He who hides a wound prevents it from healing."